Yo, so we're back with another quick breakdown. As you can see from the title, how much it's going to cost to basically get your store up and running. And this is prior to filling your store up with inventory. So if you want to see a little breakdown on how much it's going to cost for inventory, watch my previous video. My name is Joseph. I'm the co-owner and founder of Prolific Supplements and Nutrition here in San Jose, California. And I'm just making these videos to see if it'll help anyone who's on their journey towards opening their own store. Or if they want to open up a store, or if you want to open up a store, I hope these videos will help you and give you an idea of how to go about doing that. So we're going to get right into it, all right? Some things to keep in mind when you're building out your store is, one, the condition that you get it in. Where the location that we got, it was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, it was in really, really bad shape, and I thought it was gonna cost a lot more than what we spent to get it looking like a store, right? Presentable. So some things that you're gonna want to keep in mind. Depending on the flooring, if you need to change out the flooring, if you want to put in, we put in the hardwood floors. If you want to do that, right, keep that into consideration. If you need to paint, all of the paint supplies and the paint, that's what we're going to get into. You're going to need a POS system, right? You're going to need to capture sales somehow. You're going to need shelving for your products. You're going to need a desk. You're going to need a countertop. Those could be one entire unit. We did it separately and then combined it. You're going to want, what we did, we put decals around our store, just branding our logo throughout the walls just to give it a little bit more life inside. And you're going to need a little seat to be sitting on at the front, when you're up at the front, or if you have an employee, somewhere for them to sit. So let's start with the flooring. We actually have an 800 square foot storefront. The entire building's 1,300 square feet, but the storefront alone, which is the most important, is only 800 square feet. We spent roughly $1,500 on flooring and installation. So a further breakdown, we spent around $800 for the installation itself, and then $700 for the actual material. Now, tip, you don't have to buy the nicest flooring. Go to your Home Depot, your Lowe's, or wherever you go to get flooring, and look in their discount sections. I'm telling you, there's a lot of good looking flooring that's on sale, that's cheap, and no one's gonna know the difference, right, on whether and how much you spent on flooring. So there's the first cost. We spent $1,500 for that. The paint, if you do it yourself, you can get away with painting all of your walls for around $200. Now that includes the material, masking tape, paint brushes, paint. All of that will cost you around $200. And that's what it costed us. So these numbers aren't just made out of thin air. These are what we spent to get our store up and running. Next, I want to go over the POS system. This can be done extremely cheap. If you have an iPad at home, you can start almost for free. You really just need an iPad, and then you can reach out to a processing company like Square or PayPal, Shopify, and usually you can start their systems for free, and you just need to pay their monthly fees and their fees when you ring out purchases, right? You can essentially do all this for free when you're starting. But if you don't have an iPad, look to spend around $600 for a nice iPad. Or if you really want to take it up a notch and look even more professional, you're going to be looking at around $1,500 for the nice screen, the receipt printer, the cash drawer. We actually stepped away from the paper printer for receipts, and we only offer email and text receipts, and we have not run into any problems yet. So that's an option too if you guys don't want to be printing out paper receipts. That's going to cut costs for you as well. You're not going to have to buy rolls and a printer, things like that. So at the bare minimum, you're looking at around $600 for the price of a brand new iPad. Next, we went pretty expensive with the shelving. We could have gotten away with a lot cheaper of an option, but it is what it is. We went to Uline and we bought slat walls, and on those slat walls you can adjust the shelving, and it just looks a little bit more flush. We got around 32 feet of slat wall, and all in all it cost us about $3,000, and we installed it ourselves. The other option that we were going to do, and what I see a lot of other stores do, which looks just as good, is you just buy like muscle racks or storage racks, and you can get around 16 feet of storage racks for around $1,500. So if you're a little tight on money and you just want to get up and going, that's a good option. And like I said, they look great, especially if your racks are filled with supplements. No one's going to care what the supplements are sitting on. All right, next, and we're going to total everything up at the end, and I'm going to break it down in the description. So if you have any questions at the end, just leave me a comment as usual or send me a message. Okay, we're almost done with this list. The next thing you're going to need is a desk for your POS system. You can get a desk counter combo, or you can get a separate desk and counter, but that's roughly going to cost around the same. So for us, we bought a little stand desk with a little drawer. It ran us $60. And then we got a glass counter, which cost us around $300. And the reason we got the glass is because we put shirts and other promo items on display inside of that counter. So if that's not something you're looking to do, you can get away with a cheaper counter. But all in all, we spent $300 on the counter and $60 on the desk, and then we just push them together, and it looks great. You're also going to want a seat, right? The seat for your employees to sit on, and that can just be like a nice little bar stool seat, and those are really cheap. You can find those at Living Spaces for like $30, or Walmart or Target, right? And if you want something more comfortable, that's up to you, but we're just trying to get away with the bare minimum here. And then last but not least, we spent around $300 on decals. That included the store sign for the front of the store, it included window decals, and it included the decals inside of the store with just our logo, our branding. So all in all, we spent roughly $5,990 to fully furnish the front of the store. So yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions, if you're liking these videos, if you want me to slow it down, break it down a little more, if you want a tour of the store, go ahead and drop a comment below. Like I said, we have around 1,300 square feet, so we actually built a small private gym in the back of our store. So if you want to see a video on how to get away with building a personal gym for less than a few $1,000s, go ahead and comment down below. I'd be glad to cover that as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.